Hello everyone, and welcome to Counselor Feature Friday. I'm your host, Brian Urban. In these features, we hope to give you some simple tips, tidbits, and tricks to make your days easier and your patients happier. In this feature, we're going to talk about appointment reminders for providers. This is a feature where providers can automatically receive a pop-up message alerting them of upcoming appointments. So let's look at the setup and then show you how that plays out on the schedule. We'll start here by clicking on Administration in the top menu bar and then selecting Clinic List. Within the clinic list, go ahead and edit a clinic for which you want the appointment reminders to be activated. Within the clinic administration for that clinic, choose the Advanced Settings tab. All right, now to dive a little deeper here, within the Schedule option, we will choose Settings and then Advanced Settings. There's a few steps to get to this point. Once we're here, you'll look specifically at this area, at the appointment reminder. Right now it's set as none, but I'm going to go ahead and set this to 5 minutes. This enables you to set the default reminder time, so the number of minutes prior to the appointment at which the provider will be notified. So this is step one in activating the reminders for a specific clinic schedule. It's important, by the way, once you click close, that you also click save. Close just removes that pop-up window. Save is what locks that change in place. All right, once you have that set in the clinic, then individual providers can go in and they can accept to receive notifications. Now, in many cases, people may already have these activated for other purposes, chatting and arrival notices and things. But just to be sure they do, each individual provider would go under Administration and then go under Schedule Options. Under the schedule options, there's an area for reminder arrival notifications. Like I said, providers may already have these checked, but it is a good thing to verify. They can choose to get chats, of course, which is very, very commonly used within Counselor for arrival notifications, but of course now it can be extended to reminders. Also text messaging. If you do have the text messaging feature activated within Counselor, this does enable you to receive a text message of reminder or arrival notifications if you haven't seen it yet in Counselor. So for example, if you're not near a computer, it can then be sent on to your phone as a text message. And then of course you can reply back to that text message, and the person who originally sent the alert will receive it as a pop-up message on their screen. Okay, so once again, if we make any changes here, let's go ahead and click Save. That will lock in the change. Now let's jump to the schedule. So in what we've shown so far, we've activated the appointment reminder for providers at the clinic schedule level. Then we've gone ahead for one individual provider and said, yes, I want to make sure I get those alerts. When we go to schedule a patient, what you'll notice is that as soon as I open up the new appointment screen, it's automatically set this reminder option. Now this is always available, right? Whether you activate it at the clinic level or not, the clinic level just sets the default. So this basically says, okay, let's go ahead and say what our duration, before is going to be. You can change it, right? So on the fly, if you decide to say, hey, let's make a change to this and let's make it 45 minutes before, perhaps this is a VNG and you want an alert well in advance to make sure you have the equipment set up, whatever the case may be. So like I said, the clinic administration process I showed at the start of this just sets the default here. Okay, you go ahead and schedule the appointment. That, of course, will stay within that appointment itself, and you can go ahead then and go about your day. And then when 5 minutes prior to the appointment comes about, the provider will see a pop-up, just like we see with the arrival notifications, right? You'll see the pop-up on your screen reminding of you of that appointment. Okay, if you have any questions, of course, about the arrival appointment reminders for providers, please give us a call, email us, live chat us. We are always happy to help. Thank you very much for joining us for today's Counselor Feature Friday. And as always, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.